How technology is influencing your life now? Smartphone. Anybody without a smartphone? How about your life? Not easy. Notebook. Another one. Technology, one of the car or television or another one?
Airplane.
Airplane, yes. Now is drone, one of kind. Something like this one technology should impact human life. Even film industry. Film industry, I previously know the film is an actual film, physical film, very expensive. Now, digital. Picture, the previously, maybe 20 years ago, all film or picture should go to where? Special equipment, printing shop. Now, digital, save, file, that's it. Huge change. Even I have the several, okay, one example. I'm little bit interested in the market. I have the Amazon and digital camera. Okay. Digital camera, this is very cheap. Digital camera, I have the several, not the, okay, one example, Canon. And something, this one. This style is the, I have this kind of the camera, I have it, a DSLR camera. This camera more expensive, a little bit expensive, more expensive, okay, ESO. I buy through the F7. I have the T5, I think so. And then this more expensive is here. More, that is the ESO R100. Here is the more expensive. And anyway, this kind of the camera is not just camera. You know, this one is the capability to take video. Yes, previously some camera is a big size camera. Now, this camera is still used to take video too. Yes, this is a technology changing. Human history, when was God influenced the method and procedure of the mission. This is the history impact the mission. Also, lifestyle of the human. Technology is agent of change. Technology transforms as it can profoundly change the way people define themselves. Even you mention airplane. Before airplane, how to people move from long distance from England to come to America. How to
Ship.
ship? How many days? How many days ship from the England to America?
2 months.
2 months. How do you know? 2 months, yes. Usually 2 months. Ship is 2 months. But now, airline is the how many hours?
10 hours.
10 hours? Huge change. Everybody remember airplane. How to develop airplane? First time. Now is jet engine. Everybody know jet engine. Before jet engine, airplane maybe different engine. The story of the airline is being developed by America. That is a huge change in our lifestyle. Also now, do you have any experience with the driver or flight to the airline, small airline? Cessna, something like, is the pilot license is several private, personal license and commercial. Commercial is two kinds, is the passenger and cargo. Private is the small and large, middle. I think so. Is a private jet is small, is the less than 4 person. Commercial, cargo and passenger. Huge development. And like this one is huge impact. Technology gives us the empowerment and extension of the limitation in our behavior and thinking. Even airline, 66 days, now is 10 hours. What happened? Today, I am from here, airline, early morning, go to England and have the discussion, meeting, and back America. One day is possible. Very tired. Anyway, technology gave it. Oh, another one, social media. How about your opinion on social media? Social media, they are no barrier within geographical limitation. Even you are social media in here, we know everything anywhere. Sometimes we didn't know what happened in America, but outside America, they know already. This one is the empowerment and extension of limitation. There is no limitation. Maybe something is the hidden, not exposure, but is technically the data and information is not limited. That is extended to all of people. Positive reaction to technology, positive thinking, use technology lead to positive result. Change is not negative. Change is an opportunity. How about you? Even international students same. Actually, international student has the limited opportunity in America, but that is the give to opportunity. Now, technology and digital culture. Now, our life, our season, our time, we say digital culture. Everybody use the social media platform. It's like the some people use the YouTube. Everybody use YouTube? Yes. Everybody use the Telegram. Sometimes other the Kakao Talk, other WhatsApp, Line, something like communication. Digital culture open up new realm in our life. It has changed. Our relationship and community changed. Yes. Now, smartphone, even text message. A lot of them. I usually not phone call. Before phone call, I send text. Even I make appointment with some my client or my worker, I text. More and more people are spending their time with new technology, such as internet, social media, virtual and cyber communication. The technology creates a new digital culture can emerge in various cross-cultural circumstances. Circumstance culture is the you are here, USA, but your plan or your community is Japan. Even communication. Communicate with, yes, some social media. This is simply, even mission. Christian mission same. Mission can accomplish through the variable approach. Yes. Internet, evangelism, web ministry, and planting virtual church through digital technology on Christian life and community. Even my case is I'm operated, actually I'm usually this one, YouTube. And then my channel is here. Global Vision Broadcasting. One technology we are, this one. We have the several live streaming now. One is Bible study, another is the preach live worship, and live music. Live music is you can hear the sound. Okay. Is what? Not No sound? Okay, no problem. And then back another one. Okay, English. This one. Bible study. Socialize this one. This one is the one example. Also, I have several approach with the other people. One is this one. Socialize this one. And here one example.
在这个世界中做基督徒
This one is one example.
是容易。
There are many challenges and pressure around us.
我们周围有许多挑战和压力。
Among these difficulties, one of great temptation is compromise.
在这些
This one is one of typical example. My preacher is translated by this woman is from the Shanghai. She one of the pastor. She is joined our broadcasting team. Is every Sunday we recording and the delivery to the YouTube channel. That's right. Technology give the chance, give the opportunity. Also, technology and theological education. Yes, educational technology contributes to the teaching ministry of the church. Christian educator often use technology such as Bible lesson and lesson presentation software, educational video, television, laptop and project, video DVD player, or portable stereo, many things. Many technological seminary has already adapted technology to increase flexibility in educational programs and use electronic media and internet. Yes, technology. Computer technology for the church ministry, web-based distance learning course, enabled to already in ministry to pursue a seminary degree. Yes, I'm teaching some students in the other countries. Complete series of the on-campus intensive and flexible web-based distance education program. Even this case. Yes. Also, technology showed me another idea. This one is the more challenge to us. You can see this one. So it's okay. This one, multilingual. Okay. This one is in Spanish.
Algunos de ustedes han experimentado comer cordero. A algunos de ustedes les gusta comer cordero, pero a algunas personas puede que no les guste comer.
I'm not sure exactly you understand the Spanish. What is this one is the challenge. And then I speak the Russia. I didn't speak in Russia, but it's my translated Russia.
Hi guys, my name is Anu from Camino Barcelona, and we help students from all over.
Дорогие мои верующие, некоторые из вас пробовали ягненка. Некоторым из вас нравится есть баранину. Но некоторым людям может не нравиться есть баранину.
Also, I'm not exactly the Chinese. is my translate Chinese.
徒们，你们中的一些人已经尝过羊肉了，有些人也欢喜羊肉，但是，有部分人可能因为羊肉的浓郁气味，有喜欢吃羊肉。
Actually, this one is the some AI tools. They are generated my voice, and then they are make video and audio. Audio is the make my voice. That is the AI voice generator technology. That means is I give to the AI tools my script. Even I did not speak the Chinese, they make Chinese audio track and combine to my original video. That is technology. Even a lot of the YouTube channel, YouTube video is developed. This is real technology. Application technology for distance education promise the change, possibility, technological education. Yes. Education is challenging. Transformation of possibility began with the exploration of deliverance fully online course. Yes. Not come in here. You can study where lectures are recorded and delivered by streaming audio and video. Students can now read and download textbook and other resources through link in course management system or LMS, learning management system. We will learn. Even we are delivering students. Even this one is one of example for the my ministry is this one is the my ministry to the online Bible school. This one I'm teaching the several lecture. One is the lecture I'm teaching the English. Okay, student is the here or not. Okay, Spanish. One of Spanish. This one. Okay, Spanish. Let's finish it now. Example. Okay, Chinese. Okay, Chinese is one of the Korean Chinese. The Chinese here. This one is one example. I'm teaching the one information technology for mission and ministry, or I'm teaching the one class to other school. This one sounds right. Student can log in the lecture learning management system, and then they see my video through this site. There is video link to. Why is it so? Okay, this one.
자, 오늘 여러분에게 팀에 가서 커스터마이징 간다.
Something like not easy to, but it's something like the UR is the some lecture recorded, translated, synchronized lecture. This is one of technology. Development of technology in mission history. Mission history greatly benefited from the development of the four important technology. Yes, four important. technology in the history, namely print technology and navigator technology, mass media, and internet and social media technology is huge impact. Yes. First one is the development of printing technology, invention of the printing technology. Printing press invented by Jonas Gutenberg in the 15th century has the extraordinary consequence. The press brought with it the massive challenge of Christianity. The printing press changed the speed of communication. Before printing press, delivery the book is not easy. How to deliver it? Everybody write pen manually. But after printing press, this one. You can see this one is old Gutenberg press. It changed presentation of the information, made information accessible by various means at same time. Technological progress introduced change with impact not only dissemination of the information but also very structure and lifestyle of the families and communities. How about you? Now, communication is not just a book. Communication through PDF file, send information. Significant invention was printing press by the German goldsmith named Johann Gunes Pressure. He's already changed last name, Jonathan Gutenberg. He changed name. His goldsmith background enabled him can use variable used molten metal, one of the which was created individual metal rather that could used to form movable type. Once this letter was wrinkled and paper and pressed, then page could be removed and allowed to dry. The result, page left exactly replica. Yeah. Replica of the original. Thus shorten considerable amount of time it took for scribe to copy manuscript. This is the Gutenberg's printing. Even number of major changes in paper manufacture occur and avail both those printing trade. Mean is the paper. The availability of the printing and the paper contribute to the rapid spread of the corresponding and communication among the people in European continent. Mean is a European country is spread. Use the printing machine. Modern equivalent would be development internet. Even 15th century is the printing machine. Now, internet is the same, which made possible spread through called biased propaganda across national boundaries, World Wide Web. You can find the Gutenberg press is here or not, I'm not sure. I will check it. Okay. history. You can go to the internet. Yeah. Invention, change the world. This one. 4 minutes. Okay. Good. First one, I think. Okay. Two.
One of the most important inventions
Yes.
of all time. Its development ended the hegemonic control of information in Europe and changed history forever. The printing press allowed huge amounts of information to be shared quickly and in massive quantities. This eventually fostered the Protestant Reformation, the Renaissance period, the Scientific Enlightenment, and the Industrial Revolution.
This one is the printing
Before there were
revolution.
printing presses, all writings and drawings had to be meticulously done.
Before
by
that,
hand.
they are needed to
Several
writing.
materials were used to transcribe books: clay, papyrus, wax, or parchment. Few could do this work, given the great difficulty. Manually transcribing written works was usually done by
difficulties
scribes
to
who
use
lived
the
and worked in
writing.
monasteries. Monasteries had a special room called the scriptorium. In this place, the scribe worked in silence, totally devoted to his function. First, he
This
would
one
measure
is
and
they
trace
are
the page
manually
lengths. Then, he
writing.
would carefully copy the text from another book. During the Middle Ages, books were usually the exclusive property of monasteries, educational institutions, or extremely wealthy people. Most books were religious. In some cases, a family would be lucky enough to own a copy of the Holy Bible. The earlier technologies that allowed the invention of the printing press included papermaking, ink development, and woodcut printing. At that same time, several medieval technological products and processes reached a maturity that allowed their use for printing purposes. Woodcut printing already existed in China during the Tang Dynasty in the 7th century and continued to be the most
That
common
is the
method in
similar,
East Asia
yeah.
for printing books and other texts, as well as images, until the 19th century. During the 1300s to 1400s, people developed a rudimentary form of printing. They used letters or pictures cut out of wooden blocks. These blocks were dipped in ink and then used to stamp the paper. Near the end of the 1430s, a German named Johann Gutenberg was desperate to find a way to make money. Gutenberg had previously worked in a mint and realized that if he could use letter blocks to cut inside a machine, it would make the printing process faster. He would be able to reproduce a text in large numbers. Gutenberg's new invention was about to change the world. What distinguished Gutenberg's press from its predecessors was the mechanization of the transfer of ink to paper. He adapted the screw mechanism used in wine, paper, and linen presses to develop a system perfectly suited to printing. His device made it possible to create an initial assembly line production for printed texts. This made it possible to mass-produce books at a much cheaper cost than contemporary methods.
This was mass production. This is history.
Found ability to mass-produce books at low cost on every subject imaginable, revolutionary ideas and invaluable ancient knowledge reached the hands of every literate European, whose numbers doubled every century. Science flourished during this era. For the first time, scientists had a tool capable of recording their discoveries and studies in writing, collaborating with each other across the European continents. Gutenberg did not live long enough to witness the immense impact of his invention and died poor. His greatest achievement was the first printing of the Bible in Latin. It took 3 years to print about 200 copies, a miraculously fast achievement at a time when manuscripts were copied by hand. As literacy rates were still very low in the 1490s, residents gathered in bars or squares to listen to a paid reader. He would tell the latest printed news, which included lewd scandals or war reports. Printing technology spread rapidly throughout Europe. At a time of great religious change, it played a key role in the success of the Protestant Reformation. The leader of the Reformation, Martin
Meaning is the Reformation. Reformation is as like Martin Luther, they translate the language to German. Previously, the Bible is only Latin language, and change it, translate the German and printing German Bible. That is huge change the European countries.
Preached to a small number of people, but the printed word spread his message to thousands of people who came to have access to the printed pamphlets. Luther was not the first theologian to question the Catholic Church, but he was the first to widely publish his new religious ideology. The modern world today would be a very different place without Gutenberg and his printing press. This technology made printing cheaper and more accessible than ever before. Today, the industry is already in the digital age, which has given rise to online printing companies and even home printers that allow anyone to design, print, and send printed materials, all quickly and efficiently.
This is the story. The technology changed the story of world. Second one is this one is changing, social change induced by print technology. Print technology has enabled social change and brought about change through the ability to spread a new idea. Technology is changing. Who is used the technology? Protestant Reformation is an example how new idea, ability to circulate these ideas, brought about the massive shift in church in Europe and changed structure of the society and history. Yes. No single factor, of course, satisfactorily explain every movement at this critical junction. Still, communication is such basic feature that it's utterly transforming this process into one alphabet, and printing must indeed be considered a key component in social change. Mean is print technology changing social structure. Why? Everybody remember that situation, Roman Catholic. Roman Catholic only Latin Bible. But Reformer, Martin Luther, they are German. They read German language. That is huge change. The face structure. Even the opportunity build new paradigm of religious is Protestant. The man is Martin Luther and grew German Protestant movement. As a reformer, encouraging people to read the scripture. Reformation became as much as educational reform aimed at teaching, reading to all, as religious reform. The media environment makes such things possible by providing cheap copy of books and abundance of the reading materials. Before printing technology, book is very, very expensive. But after invention printing machine, is cheaper to make a copy. Martin took full advantage of this development, producing theological commentaries. Theological commentary is about the one book is explain the meaning of the Bible. Biblical translation change word from Latin to German, Latin to French. Books in German, making them available to wide reading public. What does it mean? German people read German language only. They did not know of the Latin language. Bible translated to German. Many people, huge people, understand the German language. He also promoted the immediacy of the biblical text, striving to make them accessible without any interpretative procedure to all Christians. What is interpretative? Is explained. People read the Bible, they understand the meaning by self. Within Catholic tradition, the fact that theologians work in Latin, foreign language to general population, amplifies the spirit. Consequently, only technical experts could interpret theology, while the less educated population live in world of devotion. Between the 1517, 1520, Luther's 30 publication probably sold well over 300,000 copies. Wow. Big number. In the context of the dissemination of the religious idea, significance of the printing press cannot be denied, and without it, revolution of this magnitude could certainly have been possible. Yeah. Lutheranism was from the first the child of printed book. Through this vehicle, Luther able to make exact, standardized, and ineradicable impression on the mind of Europe. For the first time in human history, great reading public judged variety of the revolution idea through mass media. Vernacular language. Vernacular language means is a regional language. Together with the art of journalism and skill of the cartoonist. Luther's innovation was the use pamphlet form extensively, even serious works such as the sermon, homilies. And so he is breaking sharply with the convention. He defends himself against the criticism he occurred over form of sector ring. 7 pages of a pamphlet. In his dedication of the Sermon on Good Work to Duke John Saxon on March 29, 1520. This is a story. Luther really used printing machine, spread his commentary. Luther highlights the contribution of the printing press when he spoke of the unquenchable flame, the last and the highest gift of God for the gospel. He declared, I have only put in motion God's word through preaching and writing. The word has done everything and carried everything before it. Two great forces of the spread of the new doctrine was preaching and press. Preaching and press. Only printing press could introduce a new idea to thousands, millions. It needed hundreds of the thousand people at the same time. It is great contribution of printing press that made Reformation a sacred cause of the people. Luther and his adversary could support their spoken argument with the extensive printing material. Over convenient form and inexpensive price, rapid and wide distribution all over the country in Europe. Religious couldn't be read about, pondered over the quietness of the one home or company's friends. For those who could not read, there was the possibility of the hearing argument read by others, even the guest at content of work from the illustrative material included usually in form of woodcut. The development of the printing press was one of the major factors in transforming a complicated theological debate into great popular movement. Reformation might have been stifled and suppressed has not been its popular array. German pamphlet. Commercial influence of the Luther was the decisive transform printing from the art form into instrument for molding public opinion. This means is the German material impact affect to society. Huge impact. The printing press is a huge chance. Another development is the development of the navigator technology. Prince Henry, the navigator, late in the 15th century, Europeans moved into the period of the discovery. Discovery means outside of the country. Europeans began to cross ocean and eventually circumnavigate the globe. Globe. Prince Henry was born in 1394 as the third son, King John or Zhao I of the Portugal. At age 21, he commanded the military force, captured the Muslim outpost of the Senuta, located in the south side of the Strait Gibraltar on the north tip African continent and then border Morocco. It became Portugal's first overseas territory. As a devout Christian, Prince Henry never married. He founded his School of the Navigation at Zagreb, Portugal. He is bound. He brings his best student of the navigation there and developed new technique and instruction. There are many great explorers studied at the navigation institution. Most notable, there is here, Vasco da Gama, Pedro Cabral, Christopher Columbus. Yes, Columbus is studied there, and Magellan. Institute best described as 15th century research and developed facility include library, astronomical observatory, shipbuilding facility, chapel, housing for staff. Main object is teaching navigational technique to Portuguese sailor to collect disseminate geographical information about the world, to invent and improve navigational and seafaring equipment, to sponsor expedition. There is the developed one of the new type of ship, caravan. Yes, ship is developed. Maybe in here is a picture or not. There is no picture. Okay. You find the some here. Caravel. Okay, here. Ship. This one. This one of the example. This one Portuguese caravan. This time. No explain. No explain about what is it? Okay, what is the caravan ship? Okay, this one is maybe
What is a caravel ship? Have you ever wondered how explorers like Christopher Columbus managed
Columbus
to navigate
used
vast
the
oceans
caravel
with
ship.
such precision? The answer lies in a remarkable ship known as the caravel. This small to medium-sized sailing vessel was developed by the Portuguese in the 15th century.
15th century.
Its design was a game changer during the age of exploration, allowing sailors to travel farther than ever before. So what makes a caravel so special? Typically, these ships measured about 50 to 75 feet in length and had a tonnage ranging from 50 to 160 tons. The hull was constructed using the Carvel method, where wooden planks were laid edge to edge. This technique created a smooth surface, improving the ship's seaworthiness. One of the standout features of the caravel was its rigging. Early models had 2 or 3 masts equipped with lateen sails, which are triangular in shape. This sail design allowed the ship to effectively tack against the wind. Later versions, like those used by Columbus, combined lateen sails with square sails, boosting both speed and maneuverability. Operating a caravel required a relatively small crew, making it efficient for various purposes. These ships were not only used for exploration, but also for transporting cargo and fishing. Their speed and agility even made them popular among pirates at times. Historically, the caravel played a vital role in Portuguese exploration along the African coast.
This one is that time is developed. Portuguese is the sail. There's a new technology. This one is you can find some imaging. This time is the real style. Large ship. This kind of ship is really used is Christopher Columbus. It was first and was much more maneuverable than prior type of the boat. It was highly functional. 2 of the Christopher Columbus ship, Nina and Peter, was caravel. Caravel was dispatched south along the western coast of Africa. There is exploration is the religious and economical exploration. The major goal of all exploration was to ensure that they are done both religious and economical. Exploration may be understood as a continuation of the crusade. The exploration by the Spanish and the Portuguese were attempt to outrank Islam by sailing around Africa and discovering another route to pebbled beaches of the Indies. They would seek to Christianize Christianized is the spread the church. That time the Roman Catholic. People in the area, they are rich. Roman Catholic mission was carried out in that context. Many of the current issues in Latin America, their root in the colonization of the people they reached. Everyone remember, a lot of the Latin America, Spain and Portuguese is arrived there, colonization. Still, that means the Latin America, they use the Spanish. The period from the mid 15th century to the mid 16th century called the European Age of Discovery, Age of Exploration. When Portugal and Spain, Great British, Netherlands, France, finance voyages to previously unknown land and to claim as their resources in their country. Where the supply of the cheapest labor to work on plantation for crops such as sugar, tobacco, cotton was ensured by freeing slaves. Triangle trade route, one brutal ran, which is known as Middle Passage. Everybody remember, even America, the colonization by Spanish, Portuguese. America, same. Later, America is independent from England. That time is some the slavery from Africa. Why? Plantation in here, cotton. Who is worker? Who is work? African people come to slave. That is the story of the American African peoples. Yes. That is the now is the huge ethical problem, ethnical issues. Christopher Columbus and discovery of America. Columbus was eager to Christianize the native. However, Columbus did not want to spread Christian faith to enrich the lives of people by making a new relationship with God through the faith in Christ, but rather to enslave the Native American to serve Christian nation of Europe. Proximity of the 15th century discovery of the America is an excellent and unrepeatable event to reflect, critically root our historical identity, to deliberate our future as people with common bond and challenge. That time, Columbus made his voyage. Teaching and attitude of church already substantially changed. Exploitation, colonization, conquest, and enslavement were enslavement of people in other land was more effectively carried out using scientific knowledge and Spanish wealth. That means too, we say gold and religious. To propose economically. That is a real story of development of navigator. Third one is the development of the radio, television, of mass media. Radio broadcasting began in North America in 1920s. Calvary as Cooper Church of the Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, broadcast the first church service in January 2nd, 1922. In the beginning, missionary radio was not seen to be used independently of traditional missionary outreach. Nonetheless, missionaries realized the value of radio. This one is the Herald. Herald Christian Jesus Blessing, the world's first missionary radio program, broadcast live on Christmas Day, 1931. Quito, Ecuador, yes. In 1949, station technician named Maronian Crackers assembled a simple crystal receiver known as a mousetrap set due to their small size, physical appearance. Cracker provided them free of charge and ensured they were pre-tuned HCJB's long wave frequency. To finance its mousetrap, instead HCJB solicited funds from American readers through its monthly publication, Call of Andes. A donation $5 would pay for the complete reception kit. It includes the set, earphone, New Testament, and gospel tract. This one, Herald, Christ Jesus Blessing, broadcasting, hope to open door, Ecuador for gospel, which remained closed despite half-century Protestant missionary activity. HCJB receiver, Department of the refined two broad strategies during the transition decade of the 1915s to counter Catholic rhetoric, reduce open animosity, and enrolled deep-seated indifference toward evangelicalism among the Ecuadorian population. Yes, this is a real story. Another story is the Far East Broadcasting Company, FEBC. He is founded by John Broger, young military officer. He fought in the Pacific in World War II. He returned from the war with the desire to reach Asia with the gospel. And missionary radio was his vision. Two friends, Robert Bowman and William Robert, they formed a non-profit corporation. This is Far East Broadcasting Company. They are first broadcasting in the 1945 in Shanghai. But the civil war in China made continue operating through their difficulties. They moved to move their Manila, Philippines. 1948. Next year, they are resumed broadcasting into China, developed the program in other languages. In 2017, FEBC operated 41 radio stations and produced program is 154 language broadcasting and 627 hours program each day. FEBC has done great service for persecuted church in China too. You know, some country is a sinner, including China. Radio provides missionaries with the technique immediately shoot to polarize the international climate of the post-war period. Although conservative evangelical organization in the United States simply explain their overseas operation. This is the radio station. Another, television. Television is a brilliant burst into the mainstream America during 1950s. It is a virtual acceptance, a remarkable story in themselves. Television is only one electronic form. Full development of this technology may take 3 centuries instead with print. Yes. Already obviously that is overwhelming dominance of radio. Picture phone, cable, record, tape, citizen brand, cassette, videotape, communication, satellite, television. Film will continue to expand enormously. By 1984, some 13 million Americans regularly watched the release of television. Much of the evangelical or fundamentalist in character. The number roughly equals the total combined membership of the mainline United Methodist, Presbyterian, Episcopalian domination. This is the audience, significant. Another one is satellite television. What is different? Television is the broadcasting. Satellite is we need a special satellite receiver. One of the most recent important missionary is mass media is SAT7. SAT7 is Christian satellite television network broadcast in Arab. Yes, Arab. And Persian and Turkish language across 25 countries in Middle East, North Africa. Along with about 50 countries in Europe. SAT7 is founded as a non-profit organization in 1995 with the support from Middle East churches. Satellite television receiver. are quite popular in this region. Their use rapidly increase. Through the most of the government in this region does not allow missionaries to work openly. The gospel can penetrate using the satellite broadcast. Each week, 7 broadcasting 84 hours of gospel programs in Arabic and Farsi. Farsi is Persian, which an estimated 6 million viewers each day. New technology is a tool for missionaries to use. How about Christian radio and television? Universalization of Christianity is accompanied historically by growth of the global Christian media, radio, television, satellite. Number of the Christian radio television station is world quadrupled in the last quarter of the 20th century to more than 4,000 outlets in 2004 with nearly 2.5 billion estimated listeners. After 1945, conservative evangelical broadcasters around the world quickly organized the radio receiver department by providing free or subsidized set to listeners. Missionary station hoped to compensate for extreme shortage of radio in developing countries and to thereby build audience for their program. By the 1970s, television became the principal secretary of the electronic church. However, as the virtual media, television demanded that preacher develop suitable appearance and a style, which is not necessary for working on radio. Television preacher must provide distinctive programming and have the particular personality that can attract viewers. History of the television church, primarily history powerful collection, ministry personality who capture attention, person brought the religion by the media. Yes, now is the mass media, television is the little bit still, but now is the internet, next one. Slightly more than two decades. Two decades is the 20 years. Roughly from the 1949 to 71, Billy Graham. Billy Graham transitioned from the church leader to celebrity and finally an icon. Retained that iconic status into new millennium. By the time the retired 2005, it is estimated that he has preached nearly 215 million people in person in more than 185 countries and territories, while reaching out additional hundreds of millions through radio and television media. Until Billy Graham and Oral Roberts appeared on the evangelistic scene, no major American evangelists endured in the public eye. Graham and Robert has benefit of the radio and television. as well as the amazing ability to adapt change, the innation of the media. They are class of their own among the personality of the electronic church. How about you? This is a technology. Technology pretty huge challenge the people. Like a printing press, radio plays, virtual, a vital role in extending influence evangelical religion around the globe, particularly in the area that was geographically remote, culturally and politically resistant difficulties. Even, I'm not sure exactly, some the YouTube channel, YouTube video cannot see in China. China government protects YouTube channel. While larger segment of the population simply could not read missionary radio before 1970, made a significant groundwork for historical rise of the Southern Church after 1970 in religion, like Latin America, by removing barrier, prejudice, and broadly familiarizing large segment of the population in developing countries with claims of conservative evangelical faith. Now, development of the internet and social media and distance education. Our time, internet. Internet is the modern media of the mass communication, provides both challenge and opportunity for re-examination of the separation of the church that impacted religion and public life. There is no doubt that internet has transformed our culture, make the information and services readily available in the click of the mouse. Even banking, by business, email, military or intelligence, academic research, counseling, prayer. Too difficult to find something without internet. How about you? Without internet, how about your life? There is no thinking. It's not allowed. Internet offers variety tools, spiritual foundation, including online Bible, commentaries, study, courses, social media, ebook, directly accessible to anyone at any time. Use laptop, smartphone, tablet. Internet access is pervasive in restaurants, shopping malls, churches, airplanes, home, and other places where people gather. From the spiritual perspective, internet has increased availability Bible and other related scripture resources. Like Gutenberg Press, internet has provided technology for disseminating God's word throughout the world. Yes, now. Also another one is websites and social media. Website and social media tool communication, interaction between the member of Congress. Such churches use websites linked to the Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, member posting, share news, schedule, a lot of them. Some websites offer distance education. This one, I want to the website and social media remain chapter. I want next class. Everyone remember. Technically, technology huge impact human life. Even your life in current situation. The mean is the effective education. We learn effective education. How do you deal with technology? Yes, you use technology and delivering education more effectively. You are educator. You remind. But my recommendation is that not all technology is useful. You adapt several things. Prepare yourself. You decide for education. Okay, thanks so much. Next class we join together again. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye. Thank you. Bye.